wanna get high, man?
Let's stimulate your mind.
Get up, Chucky! What have we got here? A fucking comedian.
Rojan Kim?
Hello, and welcome to the Rojan Kimcast. It's me, Rojan Kim. Thank you so much for joining me on this September 2nd, 2020. Every time I say the date, I say like a question, because I have no idea what day it is. Do you? Are you keeping track of the day like some kind of psychopath? No, I guess that's just, it's only normal to keep track of the days, right? Like if you were in a prison of some sort, you might be scratching little lines on the wall, you know what I mean? Just to keep track of what you feel like a day must be. But in some ways, I feel like I've lost track of time only because everybody else has. I mean, I didn't really follow a normal schedule per se, except when I used to go to work, like a 9-to-5 type of job thingy, going into an office and all that, and that really sucked, right? That was awful. I'm glad that that's not happening now. I mean, I wouldn't have been doing that because I kind of opted out of that. After a while, I was like, I'm done with this life. I can't do it anymore. I mean, I never wanted to do it. That's the whole reason I pursued film in the first place. And the arts, god damn it, I can't be kept inside. But, you know, you need a job. Once in a while, you need a full-time job. You need a job that pays a regular paycheck, and you got to go through the things, go through the motions, going to work. Oh yeah, I really like being here. Hello, how's your day? And how's your weekend? Oh, let's go to a meeting. Oh no, I'm perfectly fine being in this meeting. That's a waste of time. Aren't you? Yay, great. Let me go pretend to do work for 4 hours and then do my work in the next 2 hours and then fuck around for another 2. That's my day. So it's sort of a weird prison, a temporary prison you go to, that you need to go to in order to make the money that you make, but part of the imprisonment is pretending to do the work that you're supposed to be paid to do, that you end up doing in a much shorter amount of time. You know what I mean? Like most of working is just pretending not to work. I got really good at that. I mean, I gave Oscar-level performances of pretending to work and also pretending to care. It's a lot of pretending overall, you know, just caring about things. We did have an active shooter meeting once, so that really perked my ears up as to like, ooh, what is the corporate mandated training for active shooters? You know, so they could be like, see, we covered shooters. It's not good, I'll tell you that. They just come and scare the shit out of you and tell you you should try to run, hide, or fight. That's what you do if you in that order. Good luck to you. All right, then they leave. And then you start thinking about like, wow, we really don't need to be here at all. We really don't need to. I mean, we're really now in a prison of. It's a prison, a temporary prison where we pretend to work and we could be shot. All right, great, thanks. Anyways, that's over. The pandemic helped shut that down. Thankfully, College Humor, the company I worked for, went out of business, even though they fired me. They fired me with no reason. It may have been my questionable views on gender, my refusal to put my pronouns in my bio, okay? Maybe it was because of that. I don't know. They just fired me without reason, and because of that, I would manage to get unemployment, which, of course, I ran into an overpayment penalty because I didn't report some other income, and it's a long story, but then I lost my unemployment. But because I was in the system when the pandemic hit, I managed to get unemployment again. I don't know why. I don't know why. None of it makes any sense. So I managed to get unemployment money. And just like every other American in this country who got their stimulus and unemployment money, I decided I would either do one of two things, and that's either buy a luxury item like a boat or invest it in stocks or something. I don't know. Just invest it. I don't know what that means, but I guess that's what you do. Everybody invests money, and then they make money, and that's what you do. So then that's what I decided I'm going to do. I'm going to take this money, and I'm going to invest it. Now, this is something that seems to happen during every financial crash. I remember 2008, I got really into stocks. Pretty much the same things now. Stocks, metals, crypto, whatever. Markets, making money things, using money to make money. Money makes the world go round. the best things in life are free, but that don't mean a thing to me because money, that's what I want, right? So yeah, but back then, God damn it, what was that? Fucking 10 years ago, I was a lot less disciplined. I didn't have any money. They weren't just fucking emptying boatloads of money onto people like they did this time. So I didn't really have a lot to play with, and then I just lost what I must have lost. I lost, a few $100 or something, but that was it's too rich for my blood, which of course, had I invested into one Bitcoin back then, I probably would have made 10 times. I think back then Bitcoin was 800 or Bitcoin was under 1,000. Now it's over $10,000. But whatever. If I stay stuck into some of the stocks I bought into back then, who knows? I don't know. But you know what? Back then, I needed every single cent to survive. Okay. I needed all that money. Couldn't have no Bitcoin. I had to sell it all, sell everything. It was not the kind of, it's not the kind of time where I could afford to just have money, any kind of savings anywhere. So it didn't matter. So whatever. So now I got all the stimulus money. I got all this, I have to pay rent. So I paid rent. You got to pay for stuff. You got to use the money to pay for stuff, right? And then with what little money I had, I decided I'm going to fucking learn about the markets, right? I'm going to learn about the markets because that's what's going on now, right? That's what's important. The stock market is at an all-time high. The economy's gone to shit. So here's the thing: it's pretty clear that we can't be just coming out of this unscathed, right? 6 months of shutting down businesses, and that's not everywhere. A lot of some states, South Dakota, some states didn't. A lot of red states didn't. They didn't shut down their economies. They just, they put in mask protocols or didn't put in any protocols at all. People are dying, but they didn't really, whatever. They're dying and they didn't. It doesn't seem like it's a big deal now. The economic thing and the sort of civil unrest seems to be the big deal right now. There are gun battles in the streets. There's things are on fire. There's a lot of protests. There's a lot of anger. There is an additional amount of just political activism and kind of role playing, the LARPing I was talking about. You got your Proud Boys and your Antifa fighting each other in scrimmage lines they're fucking in the Spartans versus the Persians and shit. Go hoorah, shield wall, hoorah. They're fucking. It must feel awesome. Probably feels like you're back in the day, like you're in the time of back when men had to fight wars for glory or else you were a coward, and you just had to get out there with a shield and a spear and you had to be side by side with a guy and form a shield wall and, do the thing, form a phalanx or whatever whatever it is you had to do. And that type of fighting was just for thousands of years, which I had to do. And now they're out there doing it now, because they're out there defending freedom or whatever it is they think they're doing. But it must feel amazing. It must feel very primal. Kind of probably feels like what it feels like to hunt and catch something and eat that kill. It's very oh yeah, I feel like I'm supposed to be doing this. I feel like I kind of felt that way when I shot a bow for the first time. I felt like, whoa, it's there's something about this is very natural feeling. It's something that I don't know. I like it. I like this a lot for some reason. I'm over 40 and this is the first time I've ever shot a bow. Shot a bow right before the pandemic, right? That was the last thing I did when I knew the pandemic was coming and I was a little nervous about being out there. This is February. Shot a bow at a bow and arrow class and I was like, hey, this is not bad. I thought this was going to be way harder and also, it's not like I was amazing at it, but it just felt cool. It just felt like something, I could keep doing this. And then everything shut down. Of course, now I haven't shot anything for months. The whole time I could have been shooting arrows and getting better. But no, my aim has steadily gotten worse. I just keep throwing things. That's all I do now. I just throw things and I don't really hit things. I don't know. I just pick up random things and throw them. It's very annoying to other people. I'm a nightmare to live with. But yes. So we got your rioting in the streets. You got gunfights going on, and I think I think this is what happens when you threaten to take away Fortnite and TikTok. Okay. Fortnite was taken off the Apple Store, and now look, now you got fucking 17-year-olds out there with guns, fucking running around, right? Fucking, fucking doing little tactics, fucking clanning up, making clans, getting like, you'll be up there, I'll be the camper, and I'll be, I'll wait for him here, like they're fucking using all their video game knowledge to go out in the street with real guns. Is that what you want? And then threatening to take away the TikTok. Now they're just fucking, everybody's using TikTok more than ever, right? Now they're taking the guns out on the street and doing little TikTok dances while they shoot at each other. You know what I mean? You got Antifa and Proud Boys each doing their own TikTok dances and fucking, synchronized shooting battles. And it's all very kind of like Drumline-esque. Bring It or whatever those movies where they're fucking dancing, the dance-off movies. That's what we have now, okay? Because you're threatening to take away the only thing the kids love, right? They love the Fortnite, they love the TikTok. You threaten to take those away, they're taking it to the streets. You understand what's happening? Okay, so that's what we got now. We got just kids running around with fucking automatic weapons. Thinking they're in some kind of battle royale dance off, right? And just fucking making videos, trying to go viral. That's all they want. All they want is clout, and you're taking it away from them. Do you understand that this is the economy now? Okay, you got Robin Hood investors and traders, right? You got the people who are taking their stimulus money like me, like dumbasses, and just throwing it into markets they don't understand. You got your Fortnite kids, you got your TikTok kids, and all these things are merging together, right? And this is the new economy, guys. I mean, this is not like something that's going to happen. This is happening now. This is happening right now, okay? You got to get on board. You got to understand what it's all about, or else you're going to be left behind in the dust. You understand? If you don't buy Tesla stock, you're going to be eating human flesh in like 2 years. You understand? This is what we're talking about, right? You got to get rid of all your dollars and turn them into Teslas. And if you can turn them into physical Teslas, that's actually better. It's kind of like gold, right? You get your hands on the physical Tesla. You want to hoard those Teslas as much as you can. Okay, one day maybe you're gonna trade some of that Tesla for guns or something, or you could maybe trade a big Tesla for little Teslas. You know what I mean? There's gonna be a whole that, but you want to hold on to that stock. The next best thing you do is buy the Tesla stock. See, Tesla stock just split 5 ways. It was at $2,000 and it split, I don't know, 5 ways, and then it shot up to 500. And then, of course, I was an idiot and I bought a Tesla stock, and then I immediately lost $80, and then I just sold it. I was like, I'm getting out of this. But I should have known better. And don't be like me, is what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna have to learn to eat a person. Okay, I'm actually learning right now to use a bow and arrow to shoot people so that I can hunt them and then sell their flesh, because it's too late for me. It's too late. I was too weak for the Tesla game. Okay, I had a weak hand. I got shaken out by a whale. Somebody came, just stopped me out. That fucking Tesla price just tanked, man. And I got out. All right. Okay, but don't be like me. You can get in right now. That means Tesla, because it's gone down, because the price has gone down, now is the opportune time to get in. You want to get yourself in on this Tesla. Use Robinhood, buy Tesla stock. Unless you have the money to actually buy a real Tesla, then God bless you, do that. Because then you can ride around silently after the economy's collapsed and help recharge the kids' phones so they could do the TikToks, okay? And maybe you can buy and sell some guns for the live action Fortnite they're doing. You could help them build a fort. The carpentry is probably shoddy. I'd be very careful about nails and stuff like that with the Tesla. I mean, we're going to probably work all this stuff out. All this stuff will get worked out. But this is the new economy. You got to understand, right? It's a Fortnite, TikTok. I can't say TikTok. I don't know why. I keep saying TikTok. I don't know. Like Thich Nhat Hanh. That's a Buddhist monk. Is that what's happening? Is Thich Nhat Hanh stopping me from saying TikTok because he wants me to forego materialism and understand that, this isn't what's important in life. Materialism. What are you doing? You know this. I've done lots of psychedelics. I grew up poor in LA, I understand materialism isn't everything. I shunned it, but at the same time, I think I came around and understood that, you can't not understand. You can't hate something and not understand it. So if I hate this idea of markets, why do I hate this? Why do I hate the materialisms of the stock market, the speculation, the making money, all that? That's all it really is, right? Making money. Why do I hate it? I don't hate it, but I do think it is tied up with my dad. I mean, here's the thing. I did learn a lot about the markets, right? Not a lot, but I started reading about it. I was bored. It was a lot of nothing to do, so I was bored, started reading about it, right? And so I started with like, what's it all about? What the fuck? What is it? What is this thing called trading? People are trading. What the fuck is that? Like trading the markets. What is that? So I decided to learn what that is. And trading the markets is simply, there's many, many different types of markets, right? There's a stock market. There's a foreign exchange market. There's a cryptocurrency market. There's a commodities market. There's all these markets. And people trade them. And what does that mean? All that means is that people buy and sell stuff in these markets hoping to make a profit. And that's it. It's pretty simple. It's all about making profit, making money. You buy low, sell high, right? Make a profit. Sounds simple, but that's basically how all of this shit runs, right? It's all, at least in theory, that's the theory, right? That you got a bunch of participants, the entire world now, because of the internet, all connected into the markets, all vying to set a price of a point, a price point of a thing. Let's just take the example of a Tesla stock, right? Just one unit of Tesla stock. The market is like, you got your bulls who are saying, yeah, it's going to be worth more, and they buy and make the price go up. And then you got your bears who say, no, it's worth less, and they sell and make the price go down. So basically, it's all about whether a price goes up or whether it goes down. That's the whole thing of any market. That's the whole secret. There you go. You don't have to pay anybody anything to teach you about the markets. Okay, that's it. That's basically, it's either it's going to go up or it's going to go down. That's it. And it's like, how do you know it's going to go up? Well, what's it doing now? Like the price of Tesla is going up. Or it was, right? The price of Tesla Tesla just like tripled in the last year or so. Okay. There's like price of Tesla's going up. Okay. So what's it going to do today? Well, has it been going up? Yeah. Well, then it's probably going to go up. Okay. That's it. Yeah. Okay. And then everybody just jumps on, but yeah. And then at some point people are like, ooh, it can't go up anymore. It's got to go down. And you're like, well, how do you know it's going to go down? Because it's just been going up forever. It's got to go down. Okay. So now, all right. So let me get this straight. The price goes up because it's going up. So the best way of knowing that the price is going up is to see if the price is going up. And if it's going up, then it's probably going to go up. But if it keeps going up too much or too fast or whatever, the price goes up to a certain point, then it's got to go down. So the best way of knowing when the price is going to go down is to see if the price has been going up. I mean, you know what I mean? It just kind of sounds like you're just saying it either goes up or it goes down. You don't really know. There's all these things, there's like technical analysis. There's all this shit, right? There's all this fucking like people with these charts, lines, and there's names for all these things. And they have courses, you buy into them. And it looks like the majority of these things, how they make money is not using their magic formulas to play the markets and win, but to sell their fucking magic formulas. You know what I mean? That's the way you make money that's the way the majority of people make money of doing stocks and whatever, is selling stuff to people doing stocks, whatever. It's just like people in the gold rush, right? The majority of the people made money selling picks and pans and Levi's jeans and you know what I mean? Like that's who made money in the gold rush. Way more money than the gold speculators, right? The people coming in to get the gold. Because even the guys who would get gold needed to spend that gold to get the shit that they needed to get more gold. right? And at some point, there'd be no more gold left, and all those guys are fucked. But meanwhile, all the guys who sold off the pots, pans, picks, axes, whatever, all the tools, all the clothes, whatever, they got all the gold, right? And gold's theirs, right? So there you go. So the markets, they go up, they go down, and that's it. And the crazy thing about markets, then what you realize, what it comes down to is not what I realized, but the number one thing I saw that was consistent and that I took away about trading is the idea of psychology. That the markets it's all about psychology, right? It's all about like your mommy and daddy issues, right? It's all about just like how you feel when you're threatened, how you feel when you feel lost, how you feel, whether you can stick to your strategy, whether you can, and it's very like, I don't know, like I got into silver, because I was like learning about silver, that it's a precious metal, it's a store of value for people, it's money, but it's also like an industrial, right? And so I was like, all right, I'll invest in silver, and I made some money on it or whatever. But then I started thinking, I was like, oh man, I remember my dad was really into silver. Like I remember my dad back in the financial crash 2008 being like, you gotta get into silver, back then I was like, whatever, I don't, he's like, yeah. And so then it's like, is that why I got into silver? Is that why I suddenly had these emotional ties to silver? And so then I just sold, I sold my silver stuff. I took my profit and I just like got it. I took, I had like almost all of my stimulus money in silver, but I made some money, but I took it out, then I realized, okay, maybe there's some weird daddy issues about this and I gotta get out of I gotta get out of it, because my dad was a Reagan Republican. He was into the markets. He was into the stock markets. He was into the real estate markets. He was a real estate broker, right? He was a failure at all of it, though. He never really. I guess he ended up making money in real estate after I left. He made all his money after I left for college. It was kind of like I was holding him back or something. I really feel like I was like an albatross he had to set loose. It's like once I was gone, he was like, "Ooh," and he was just fucking, now I can make my fortune. Great, And it was great. It was kind of like a boy named Sue, right? It was like, except he named me Rojan, so I also got the benefit of being a guy with a weird name, but also I got to grow up poor in LA, whatever, which is. It's not like poor in Bangladesh, right? I mean, it's like an okay poor. It just means I didn't have a car. I took the bus. I was made fun of. It was basically like that. I mean, it wasn't, I didn't have the best clothes, and I wasn't really like cool in that way. Like I wasn't. I had to fend for myself. I had to learn to take the bus. I had to learn to use my wits, to be snappy with my words, to talk shit. I had to make people laugh. Like I had to, all these skills that help me now. Do this onto a microphone to the few of you. Hey, Jeffrey Chu, shout out to Jeffrey Chu, big friend Jeffrey Chu. Shout out to new subscriber Matthew Stevens. Shout out to Basil Kim, my cousin. Shout out to my aunt. She's always listening. She has no idea what I'm saying. Shout out to Sizzle, might be listening. He's a comic buddy. All right, shout out to Koji Bamba, might be listening too. These are some guys. Look, these are some people I know that are listening. So great, that it was all worth it, Dad. Right, my whole childhood, the neglect, the lies, the sort of lack of any tools, emotional tools to get through it, but then also really to run away to Texas and not be in my life anymore, so as to kind of allow me to not feel like the bigger piece of shit. Because I feel like every son and father, once you get old enough, you realize your dad is just a man, and then you realize what a man is, that a man is a piece of shit, ultimately, or can be, and then you're sort of like in a contest between you and your dad to see who's the bigger piece of shit, and for the longest time it was me, it's like I wasn't even a doctor, Asian community, that's I might as well be nothing, can't even be a doctor, Jesus. I wanted to be a comic, whatever. I came back home. I was a failure. He told me I was a failure to my face, that he made me do a lot of stuff just for some money, which was fine. I needed the money. And then, and then he ran off. Ran off on me and my stepmom, ran off with the Chinese whore. These goddamn Chinese, I tell you. The Chinese have really ruined everything. The Chinese... who own TikTok. Okay, so that's the real problem here, is that the Chinese own TikTok. The kids love TikTok. The entire economy is based off of Fortnite, TikTok, and Robinhood. Okay, I'm back to this. Back to the idea. It's like I'm jumping around. I get it. You're like, I can't keep up. You're talking about Fortnite and TikTok and Robinhood, and then you're talking about the markets, and you're talking about your dad, and then we're back to this. Don't you understand? I'm talking about market psychology. You understand? You understand? Everything is psychology here. Everything is tied into your mom and your dad. All these people buying Tesla, all these people dancing on TikTok, trying to, like doing their little things about anti-racism, culturally appropriated black people's music at the same time. But whatever, none of that. It's important, running around with guns, guns and not being able to separate reality from fiction, but not really. It seems like a lot of these people do have a handle on reality and fiction, and people do get that guns kill. If anything, I think we still have a handle on that. So it does seem like there's a sober sort of thing, like people are using guns, not like toys. They're not using it. If I had my way, people would be shooting each other with non-lethal bullets, and maybe that's not good. Maybe that takes away the respect of the gun, right? Right now, people still respect guns. It's just that there's so much access to them, and the kids they have nothing to do, and they're not in school. You took away the Fortnite. What do you think? They got fucking access to guns. They got TikTok. TikTok is it's TikToking to a deadline. You know what I'm saying? It's a countdown to a TikTok deadline, and they know they got to put their dance moves out there as fast as possible. They're fucking lip syncs. They're fucking pointing at graphics on the screen and text and whatever, and their whatever salient points they're making about student loan debt to the tune of a Skrillex beat or whatever. I don't know what they do. It's probably K-pop or something I don't understand. Something I don't understand that's going on, And meanwhile, you got, you have a crossover between those people who are using the same phone to go to another app, Robinhood, and buy Tesla stock. Buy it, buy everything, buy all the stocks are going up. And this is the economy. They're overlapping Venn diagrams of the same people. You understand? And this is what you need to get into, jump on board with, before it all comes crashing down, and you're left with worthless piles of US dollars, okay? Worthless pile. You might as well burn that money. Might as well just burn it to cook the human flesh you need to survive. You understand? That's what's going to happen with your US dollars. So I hope you're not stockpiling US dollars right now. I hope you're not. Because it's, you better be trading that for Teslas, okay? Mark my words. Of course, it's always possible that the dollar will bounce back up. The dollar has been declining, it's been going down steadily. And, every day they're like, dollar's going down, How you know it's going down? Because it's been going down, past few days. So it's definitely going to go down today, and it does. It keeps going down, but at some point the dollar is going to come shooting up. You know why? Because it's going to be so cheap. It's going to be so cheap that you can just buy the dollar. It's going to go bouncing up, and you know what that means? That means maybe stocks will go down, and gold will go down, and Bitcoin, everything else will go down, because suddenly it's like, oh, it's way better to put your money in the dollar because the price will go up. And when will it go up? We don't know. We know that it will go up as soon as it goes down too much. Okay. So be on the lookout for that, all right? You're looking for some price action on the dollar. Look for it to go down to a point where there's no way it can go up anymore or go down anymore. Now it's going to go up now, and then it just goes up. So there you go. That could happen. See, I'm not saying that, one way or the other, that I know what's going to happen. What I'm saying is the sentiment of the market, the way the people are acting right now. Okay, it's circling around these three pillars of our new economy. Okay, you got your Fortnite, your TikTok, and your Robinhood. Okay, you got it's basically guns. Okay, guns and mass shootings for clout. You got your dancing and lip syncing, and it's sort of a form of conformity. It's sort of viral conformity. But through clout, you get something out of that, right? And then Robinhood, right, which is stock, just stock gains, just making money. That's all that matters. And of course, you make money from the TikTok, people watching you on TikTok, and you make money from getting really good at Fortnite. And I mean, if you take away the Fortnite, the esports element is gone. That's a lot of money there. There's a lot of money there. But it might just become like a real sport. They might become Fortnite Live. It might become, the kids might actually decide they're going to start doing battle royales, like, the movie Battle Royale, which, of course, the Hunger Games ripped off and was based on. Yeah, everybody talks about how Asians rip off white people. Well, what about that, huh? Fucking Hunger Games ripping off Battle Royale, and Battle Royale is better. I mean, they're actually killing each other and fucking each other, okay? And that's what kids do, kill and fuck. Anyways, so that's what we need. We need live televised Fortnites. Okay, and they all have dances. How in Fortnite you got a little dance, and then like kids can all TikTok the dance. They can imitate the dance, and they can have little, little tidbits about fucking cops killing black people or something. I don't know, whatever it is that they're, into pointing out. They just point out all the COVID facts, COVID death numbers or something, or how many ventilators were promised by Trump, or I don't know what it is they do, but they're going to do it, making fun of Elizabeth Warren voters or something. I don't know. It's like 20-year-olds making fun of 30-year-olds, or it's vicious. Whatever it is, vicious, but that's the economy. You know what I'm saying? That's what the TikTok does. The TikTok does that. And then you got, in the end, you got Robinhood. You got your Robinhood motherfuckers making money off the, Teslas, buying Teslas, infinitely growing Tesla until it's going to be worth, $100,000. One share of Tesla will be worth $100,000. Everybody will be rich. Everybody's going to have so much money that money will become meaningless, worthless. Money will be worthless, and it'll be, of course, completely digital. It's just all in the air now. In fact, money will become nanomachines. It's not going to even be anything that's going to be on a computer or anything. It's just going to be tiny little computers that are going to just surround you. And the more nanomachines you have surround you, the richer you are. And then, of course, you can use those nanomachines to turn other things into nanomachines. And soon the entire world will be a giant nano swarm. The entire planet will just be made of nanomachines, okay? And then we'll all be, then we'll be happy. This is what we want. This is what everybody wants. Then we can all be together. We can be all one. There's no more separation. No more of these pesky bodies and minds being separate from each other. We can finally all be one. Isn't that what we all want? Isn't that what this is all about? Isn't that why TikTok and Fortnite and Robinhood are so crucial to the human condition? Isn't that what everybody just wants? Everybody just wants love, right? They just want to be loved. They just want to be adored. They just want to be looked at. They just want to be safe, though. They want to be safe. You want to be in the green. You know what I mean? You want to be up. You want everything to go up, up, up. You want everything to be on top. You want to be, everybody wants to be a boomer. That's really what it comes down to. Everybody wants to be, because that mentality, like my dad's mentality, if I can just doing whatever he wants, just fucking blowing his money on whores and fucking taking off, and fucking not telling me the truth my whole life, and then just fucking bouncing without even saying anything, just not even caring, like just taking it all, just all the wealth, like all the money he ever made. It was like, you should hear him talk about it. He's just like, I did all of it. He does this in front of my stepmom, who basically got the money to help him get the business that he used to be successful. He would be like, I did all of this, that, and she'd be right there. And I'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe you're lucky she's not poisoning you. Okay, she's not poisoning. He is lucky. Okay, because he instead was probably poisoning her and gave her cancer or something. I don't know. He was definitely hoping that she died. He was definitely hoping that when my stepmom had cancer, he was definitely rooting, you know what I mean, for the price to go down. If you know what I'm saying, he's definitely short selling that sale. You know what I mean? The cancer sale to death. I don't know what the metaphor means. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that she owned half the thing. He even made her sign. That was the other thing that she told me, is like, while she was, all loopy from the chemo, he made her fucking sign a contract that gave away all her shit to him. It's fucking some shady ass shit. Shady. That's what a boomer does, And did he give that half to me? Did he give any of it to me, or did he give it about? No, of course not. Not that he should. Not that he should. Well, maybe in some ways you should, because you're supposed to as a parent. But whatever. I'm an adult now. Whatever. And that's all established by the boomers. Okay, the boomers are the generation who have established that. That's like, okay, I'm me, you're you, this wealth is mine. You know, you don't get any. It's all me. I'm getting life extension technology, you know, because that's what's going to happen. The boomers are definitely going to get life extension technology. They're going to be the ones first in line for that shit. You know what I mean? They're going to be the ones that get they're getting the blood bags now, but all the little nanomachines that help them repair all the damage from age, all the fucking, you know, whatever, the platelet-rich stem cell therapies, this is all favored toward the wealthy, right? The wealthy, the boomer class, the people who have all the wealth. They're the ones who are going to be investing heavily in this technology. They're the ones who are going to benefit the most from this technology. And soon what you're going to have in our society is not only just a disparity of wealth, a growing disparity of wealth like we're seeing, but also growing disparity of age, right? Where you're basically going to have people who are over 100 but with bodies of 20-year-olds who need to feed on the blood of younger people to stay young. And then you have the people who are under 20 who are basically surviving in a sort of battle royale, Hunger Games type scenario where they have to make up their own dances, and the more people they can get on TikTok to follow their dances, the more successful they are, and then they can start selling stock that everybody can buy on Robinhood. You know what I'm saying? And that's so you're gonna have this sort of split, this bifurcation of like really, really rich old people and really, really poor young but savvy young people, and it's everybody in the middle, of course, the middle-aged people like me, whatever, who are going to be fucked, because you're going to have either be a blood bag for a rich guy, or you're going to be a fucking target for a kid's bullet, you know, and to go viral on TikTok. You're going to be just like a kill. Be like a headshot, and then boom, they do a little dance, and then that's what's going to become of you, you know. And that's what's in store for, I guess, the millennials and Generation X or whoever, everybody in the middle. I don't really know what these lines really are, but everybody, all those kids in the middle, all of us in the middle, all of us, everybody over 20 and under, I don't know, 70. Okay, like we're all just fucking fodder. We're just fucking, you know, we're food. We're fucking just fat pigs for them to sup upon, you know, to just pick up on, you know, like, and just like, and that's it. That'll be it. You know, and I think there's nothing wrong with that. You know, whatever. I mean, if that's the way it is, that's the way it is. What are you going to do, right? I mean, what are you going to do except, I don't know, hopefully you go viral. That's the only thing you can do. You can be immortalized through virality. Imagine that, right? Like, you won't ever have to worry about, I don't know, life and death and eating and all of that. You're just gonna live on through a 3-second image of you being shot in a funny way, and then somebody dancing in front of your corpse. But that's the best we got. You know what I mean? But just think about it. What else is there? I mean, it's either that or nothing, right? It's either that or nothing. So whatever, you know, at least you get through life with clout. You know, and clout is really the most important thing if you really think about it. That's all this whole economy that I'm talking about, you know, the Fortnite, TikTok, Robinhood economy. You know what? Cancel TikTok. That's what I said. Get rid of it. I can't even say it. I don't want to say it anymore. Maybe it's because I'm saying Fortnite and then TikTok, because then I go Fortnite, maybe it's like if I go TikTok, Fortnite, Robinhood, TikTok, Fortnite, Robinhood, Fortnite, TikTok, Fortnite, Robinhood, TikTok, Fortnite. This is great podcasting. All right. Anyways, it's just all about clout. I'll tell you how to get the kids to stop rioting. You know what you do? You fucking just flood their social media with likes. That's what you do. You just flood their social media with likes, and they'll be like, whoa, they'll be so busy looking at their phones and engaging and going home, and like, you know, they'll all just stop. They'll stop fighting. Because this is what they want. The ones that are out there really agitating, the ones that are out there really fucking throwing the Molotov cocktails or whatever, fucking just give them acting jobs, writing jobs. That's all they want. All they want is just to be part of the industry. You know what I mean? Like they're saying they're trying to tear down Hollywood and there's racism, systemic racism. Well, just give them jobs. And they're the first ones on Twitter to be like, I just got my first writing job, y'all. And then fucking they get even more likes than they ever got. You know what I mean? That's all it is. They don't really want to. They say they want to tear down these industries, but they just want to be part of them. So just let them be part of them. Okay, there you go. And then problem solved. We will have peace in this country. Maybe the economy will rebound because everything will be going up. Okay, it's got to go up. Things have been going down and down, and how long could it possibly go down for? You know what I mean? Could this country possibly decline all the way to the bottom? Come on. No. At some point, it's got to bounce back up. And maybe it's now. Maybe today is the last day that it's gone down, and it's the signal that it's going up. You never know. You know what I mean? You can't always count on things going down. You can't always count on things going up. But you can count on things going up or down. Okay? So that's what I have for you as a listener to this podcast. I think that you can benefit from my day trading secrets, the market secrets that I've bestowed upon to you, the future that's coming that I think, you got to be prepared. You got to get in before the crowd. Like I said, it's all crowd psychology. You got to make sure, you got to get in there before the crowd does. And you got to get out before too much of them get in, You got to get in, get out. You got to make sure. How do you know when to get in? Well, you got to see if other people are getting in. But you want to get in before everybody gets in. You know what I mean? And it's all psychology. It's just like, do you love your daddy or not? Is he make you mad? Is this all tied into silver? Did I buy silver because I miss my dad, even though I have no relationship with him? You know what I mean? Is that all? That's very possible. It's something you have to consider in your portfolio. Is how much do you love your mom and dad, or how much have they fucked you up in your life? What grudges do you have? Is any of this affecting your purchasing or your selling? Any of your portfolio choices, your stock options, your derivatives, whatever it is you're doing. I don't know. I'm just saying words. Whatever it is, remember, it's all psychological. Okay, it's all tied into psychology. And what is psychology except mommies and daddies and dicks and pussies? Okay, that's what it all comes down to. Okay, that's really what it is. I mean, really, mommies and daddies is dicks and pussies. Really want to get down to it. That's a whole other podcast. Maybe that'll be my next one. My next one will be about psychology. The psychology of dicks and pussies. Okay, but this one was more about, I don't know, I guess it was about the market. I'm trying to think about, I felt like I had a much better idea. I actually prepared for this episode. I even tried to come up with a title beforehand. I wrote, it says Fortnite and TikTok right here. See, it says that right there, So I hit all this stuff. I think I hit all the stuff I wanted to hit. I'm still, it's all, but it is all tied together. You see, you can see how it's all tied together. You know what I'm saying? It's all psychology. Okay. It's all of it is tied to just clout, wanting to be loved, right? Wanting people to think you're cool, to be accepted, getting the points, whatever the points are. Points and money too. Money is points. Just getting the points, because the points mean you're good. And the more points you have, the more good you are. And there you go. And that's how it works. Okay. That's really just kind of retarded, right? We're just babies. The entire world, this is how the entire world works. That's what's most terrifying. It's not like it's some sinister thing. It's just like a bunch of people just chasing dreams, chasing things, chasing dreams and schemes. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening to the Rojan Kim. Oh, I'm having a real trouble today, just fucking enunciating Rojan Kim cast. I can't say my own. Sorry, I don't mean to get so angry. I'm having daddy issues right now. This has been episode 194. I don't know what to call it. I was going to call it Daddy Issues Stock Split because that's like a pun, But then I was also going to be like, should I just call it Fortnite, TikTok, Robinhood, Day Trading Secrets? Is that like clickbaity? That's kind of clickbaity. Or something. I don't know. Clickbait. Something completely unrelated. Do I really need to be discussing to you what I think the title should be at the end of it? No, not at all. I'm so sorry for wasting your time, your valuable, precious time. Big shout outs to my listeners, to new subscribers. Please follow me on Twitter, Instagram, @RojanKim. Find me on Spotify, Apple, Google, other words where podcasts are. Just find me on the podcast places or go to RojanKim.com. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, goodbye.